Hey everybody! Today I'm going to do a little fall crafting. I have this basket I'm going to redo and add some dried flowers for an arrangement. This print I had done on tissue paper. I'll put a link showing how I did that right up top. First I'm going to paint the basket over in a peach, one of the tones in the print. So I did 2 coats, and then on the inside I just give that a brush where some of it had run through so it wasn't all goopy in there. Now I decided I wanted to just chip off some of the paint that I just put on because I wanted it to look a little worn or aged. So especially, wear spots around the top and the handle and some of the little raised spots. There's our basket ready. Let's put that. Got our Mod Podge ready. And here's our print. So let's get this lined up. I'm going to have to probably lose one cross and one bottom step to make it fit. But we want to get it so that we're even between the handles. So let's tear off our outer edge. Now it's good to, sometimes you can wet it. I'm just going to give it a tear. I'm going to hold this. The top edge won't be so bad. I'll sand that off right there, same as the bottom. The sides, I'm just going to want to give them a tear. So I'm going to say right about there is my center. Print in half. And I think that'll be good right there. Hold this here, put on some right up to the top. Just going to lay that gently, spread from the center over the little bumps. I will sand that off. off and I'm done after I get my final coat. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in the creases there so it lays flat. And then I'll work my way down the basket. So I just worked down the basket here, pressing it into the grooves as I went. Working gently because, of course, the tissue paper is very fine. Okay, so I'm making sure the top and the bottom are both glued down really good at the edge, and then I will sand off the excess and I'll add a little inking here too to the side, something that, you know, blends in with the tones in the print. Full basket here. I've let that dry some, the first coat, putting it on there. And I'm just going to scurf off the top with the sandpaper. Okay, now we're going to do a little distressing, ink distressing, and then we'll put one coat of Mod Podge over the whole thing. Now, I'm just going to give that a whole coat of Mod Podge over it. Just give that a little edging there as well. I don't want to get glue all in those wrinkles and have it dry white in there, so I'm just trying to get most of it out. I'll try not to put too much on over on this side. Okay, I've got some things gathered here for making my center. I don't have any florist foam, but I do have a styrofoam ball. I just cut it in half here. I'm going to just use that to make my arrangement and set it in the basket, because I'm trying not to buy any craft supplies. I feel like a hoarder lately. I have so much stuff, and I mean, I add to it with natural things that I'm drying, but I'm trying not to go buy stuff. I'm trying to use up what I have more when I'm crafting now. So it just means a few adjustments, but hey, that's okay. So I had these on hand. These were pine cone flowers that I had used some of them. My husband actually cut these and painted them for me. And I had used some on a wreath I had given my grandmother one year. And I had some left over in a box there, so I thought it might look nice with the dried flowers. I also had a couple just fake flowers, silk flowers, too, on hand, so I may use those. I'll see how it all looks, how it all comes together. I just want to change these to brown, so they're I got some cinnamon brown here, so I'm just gonna change that white center to brown. It's a little more fall looking, I feel, anyway. Since it's not the florist foam, I thought I'll just poke my holes, pre-poke with this little tool I have, so that it doesn't break my stems. So I'm just going to arrange my dried flowers in here. I've sped this part up. I just place them in how they visually look appealing to me. I usually use 3s or 5s, odd amounts of each piece. I find odd amounts are visually more appealing for some reason. I do not know.